Good morning. Thanks for joining me out here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Dean Jones, and I've got a beautiful used Newmar here for you. It's a 2020 Newmar Ventana 4002 floor plan. It's got 8,500 miles. People come in looking for that beautiful used Newmar. I've got it. I mean, we don't always have them this nice. This thing shows like a brand new coach. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's also, it is a 20, but it's on this side of that lifestyle chain, so you wouldn't know the difference between this and a 23. So if you want a nice, affordable Newmar, you want to get into the lifestyle, I'm telling you, pay attention to this video because this thing is a stunner. But let's go ahead and get started. Again, 4002, that's the floor plan, as you're going to see inside in a minute. We've got a nice little mechanical two-step here. Inside here, we got some storage. On both of these guys, you can kind of see, you can put some, gloves, boots, anything you want to wipe your feet off with. Great place there. This does have a step cover. Nice, perfectly intact screen door. Keep the bugs out when you're enjoying your campsite. We do have a doorbell in this guy, and you're going to need it because when this door is shut, it's really hard to hear people knock on it. It's a really well-insulated, well-built coach. So people think the doorbell's a novelty, but if you're in the back bedroom, you'll never hear someone knocking on this thing. So that's what that's for. You also have a keyless entry. You can actually program a code in there to your liking. Lock it, unlock the baggage doors and everything just from this little pad right here. The beautiful paint on this guy is called Chateau. It's got a lot of nice earth tones, a nice cream color, nice like pewter color and dark browns. Really nice going down the road. Beautiful paint job, cut and buff. Just one of the best paint jobs in the industry. They clear coat them 3 times, just like every other manufacturer, but their 3 times is front to back on their clear and back to front is 1 coat. So you get 6 passes of clear on this beautiful, beautiful paint job. We're riding on Toyos right here, brand new Toyos we just put on, 305 70 R22.5s with these beautiful polished Alcoa rims. We do have our fuel fill for our 100 gallons of fuel on this coach. Fill it up from either side. Right here we have a tray. Great place to put a little cooler if you want. It comes out past it's a double slide, so let me show you what that looks like. It comes out and then it comes out again, so when your slide's out, if you have a nice cooler here or something to that effect, you can put it right there. At Transwest, we can actually run power and put an actual cooler in here for you. Nice chrome slam latches there. Right here we have another tray. Comes all the way out. We have a little piece of replacement there. This is for our window awnings there. That's our little prop rod to get those out. As you see, while we're looking up, this also has the upgraded Nova awnings, and what that means is they come out and they pitch down, so you get a little bit more shade right here. So it's an upgraded awning system. It's from Girard, the best they make. There are wind sensors on these awnings, and it just covers it from front to back. It's just an absolute beautiful place to camp, set up your chairs, look at nature, enjoy your campsite. And again, you'll see a couple on the other side. This gives you some shade inside on those sunny days. I think I already showed you that one. Here's another one here. It's kind of a half tray. Still plenty of spaces to put your stuff. You've got a little central vac right there. You can actually plug attachments into right there if you want to, vacuum like your tow car out or something with it. Real easy to run in there. You also got insulation on your floor on these Newmars, so it's going to ride real quiet. I don't know if you can get a look at that, but it's about 1.5 inches of insulation from the floor of your basement to the road. Just a great thing that Newmar does. Also, you'll notice form-fitting slides. You don't have overlap here. It's the hardest way to do them, but it's the right way to do them, and that's why Newmar does it that way. We also have frameless windows all the way around that are tinted. There's no soft material going to get exposed to the UV. Your windows are going to last longer. And we have our outdoor entertainment. It's all with a Bose soundbar. But you put this out, you throw the football game on, you're sitting in your lawn chair, maybe the race, maybe you're a NASCAR fan and you're at the races tailgate, and you can put on some old races, get everyone hyped up. But here's your remotes for that, and you can also Bluetooth into that speaker. We also have Oh, the battery's low on it. But this can actually power those awnings. And we have a 110 out here with USBs, so you can charge some portables there. This is a 40-footer, but it's also a tag axle. Here's our drive axle. This is our steering tag. So this actually turns under, a certain amount of mile an hour, like 15 miles an hour or less, a single turn. So it's gonna navigate these parking lots, these fuel stations, these campgrounds beautifully with the great steering cut up front and these steering tag axles. You just can't beat it. It's an absolute beautiful thing to drive. I just drove it over here. So over here we have our chassis shut off. Important you know where that is. We also have our chassis batteries to start the motor. Got 2 of them there. And we've got right here, we have our Oasis hydronic tank right there. You fill that up for your heating. I'm going to show you in a minute. Come around this back, beautiful cap from Newmar. As you see, you've got just a beautiful design back here. They carried it through 24, I believe. So again, you're not going to know this is a 20 going down the road. You're going to think it's a 22, 23, especially the condition it's in. So you got your backup camera here. We've got, it is a rear radiated coach, so it's not really, a stacker puller or anything like that, but you do have your dipsticks for your transmission, your oil fill. You got some fluids there. Your air cleaner check thing here. You've got your radiator in great shape. Back here, 15,000 towing on this coach. So you got that bigger tow vehicle, or maybe you have a cargo trailer or something, maybe a V-nose trailer or something you want to put your toys in, this will pull it. We've got our airline for our Air Force One. That's a braking system for your tow vehicle. That's already installed with its tank. We also have a 7-way switch there, so if anything you plug in is going to have the lights it needs and the power it needs. Nice big LED lights at an elevated level, so you're not going to miss them even with the car back here you're towing. So just a great design on that back cap. Over here we have a little storage, and we have a little plug-in right here if you need it. The other side of that storage, and someone was kind enough to leave you some hydronic fluid for your Oasis in there. Here's our DEF tank. It is a diesel emission fluid that actually burns the particulates from all that diesel smoke before it hits the environment, so it's environmentally friendly. Here's a great place to put sewer hoses, maybe gloves, something to dump your tanks with. Again, nice little window awnings on both sides of these windows here. You do have a wet bay here. Wet bay's really comprehensive. You got a little fill hose on a reel. Just wind that back in. You've got a fuel tank here, a 6,000 gallon water filtration system. Your black tank rinse there. You can auto fill this while you're using City Auto, but you got to make sure it's turned on inside the coach. Here's your black and your gray valves. You just run a hose through there. We do have an exterior shower and hot and cold drain, low point drains. Everything's labeled. It's pretty simple. Looks like a lot going on there, but it's a simple wet bay. And we teach you how this whole thing works if you're new to the RV life. By the time you leave here, you'll understand it. Here's our 50 amp cord. Pulls out, and you want to pull it in, just hit that button, so you're not wrestling with cords anymore. You got a transfer switch in there, and this is your part cable inlet. So this actually pumps the cable into your coach right there. And we have our Oasis. Oasis is a great hydronic system. It's a boiler. It's a boiler for the heat. It's a boiler for the hot water. It's also got 2 electric burners, opposed to the competition has 1 electric burner. So if you're plugged into a site and you're paying for electricity, go ahead and throw all those 2 burners on. It's going to do just fine. Where the competition has 1 burner, it doesn't do quite as much. But you also have a diesel burner on it. That really works if you want to burn diesel fuel. But if you're paying for electrical, why not use it? So the Oasis is a great system. Parts are really easy to get if you need any maintenance on them. Here's the other side of that bay with that big tray goes either way. You notice there's that prop rod I saw on the other side. So either way you can go on that guy. Makes loading and unloading a breeze. And of course, here's our battery bear. This is our chassis batteries, lead acid. They look pretty new to me. But yeah, all there. It's on a slide tray well. You just pull these pins, and if you do maintenance on your batteries, you can do them right here, out here on the outside. You don't have to crawl in there and do maintenance on them. Over here we have the other side of that 100-gallon fuel tank. You can fill from each side at a truck stop. And here's our electrical bay for our chassis. So we do have some extra fuses for you in the event one of these goes out. And we have a little hood release right here. I'll show you this generator. Thing just goes in here. And we've got a nice Onan quiet diesel generator. It's an 8,000 watt. And it's got 62 whole hours on it. So in the 5 years this coach has been on the planet, it's been plugged in most of its life. So not a whole lot of generator hours. We probably have a couple here. If you notice, we do have a fuel filter that's for your Oasis for the diesel burner. We've got an air chuck here if we need to air up anything. We also have hot water if we want to clean the bugs off our windshield, and these big loud foghorns in case you need them. Down here, if you get a shot at that, you see the windshield wiper fluid. And then we also have a hydraulic pump for our jacks. So that's where that is over there. Just really, and this is also lit, so at night if you need to get in there and look at something, you're more welcome to do so. That shuts real nice there. Nice big chrome mirrors. The heaviest duty windshield wiper arms in the business. It's really going to keep that beautiful windshield clean, and that windshield's in perfect shape. Check out the inside of this guy. As you'll notice, the colors are really nice in here. We have a Chateau interior as well with a Newport glazed maple hardwood. And as you can see, I got plenty of room in here. This is one of the greatest things about this floor plan. I mean, I really don't need to go sideways to get in here. I can actually maybe heat up a sandwich without opening my slides. We also have access to our refrigerator here. Nice little bathroom here. So everything's real easy to get to. And you can also turn these recliners sideways, push them in there, and you'll even have more room. So we just love that about this floor plan. Let me go ahead and open this guy up. And while I do so, the length on this coach is 40 feet 10 inches long. The width is 8 foot 6 inches. The height is 12 foot 11 inches. And the interior height's 6 foot 10 inches. So I'm 6'1", got plenty of headroom everywhere. This just opens up beautifully. Look at those opposing slides. It just opens up. Beautiful there. And we have a bedroom slide over here. Just open this guy up. Nice king bed. But this Newport matte finish maple just has a beautiful look to it. It's miles away from the honey oak that we saw in the past. It's got a nice beautiful mirror here. Make this room look a little bit bigger. Your tank sizes on this coach are, it's 105 gallons of fresh, 65 gallons of gray, and 45 gallons of black. So plenty of tank storage. You're not going to be dumping it all the time. But we'll go ahead and start in the back and work our way forward. And here it is a bath and a half unit. It's a 40 footer, so you don't have one of these big, 44 foot showers, but this shower is just fine. We've got plenty of headroom. Again, I'm 6'1". Close it off, real easy to do. We got this rain shower and this wand, really easy to use. You also have a AquaView water miser, which is going to circulate the water till it gets the temp for you, so you're not filling up your gray tank and emptying your fresh tank. It'll just keep it going until it gets to desired temperature. A light comes on, you switch to the valve, and you're off and running. Nice skylight up here. Also have a nice little fantastic vent up there, and that controls on the wall here. Dometic toilet. It's a ceramic macerating toilet, and we also even have our egress door here, which is a Newmar feature. In the event you need to come out of the back of the coach in an emergency, you just drop this ladder and walk straight down. You're not jumping and trying to stick the landing on the outside out of a window like some of the competitors. And in a hurry, this thing just pops off too, and you can throw it on your bed and get out of here if this is getting in the way. Over here we have our washer and dryer. It is a Splendid 110 volt stackable, much like you would see in an apartment, but this is a vented dryer, so it does dry the clothes like it's supposed to. We also have a nice deep medicine cabinet. It is a single sink. It's not one of the his and her sink vanities, but it's a nice deep sink, nice solid surface countertop with glass, real glass backsplash on it. We have access to our plumbing there and some storage. What I'm standing on is the plate to get to the motor in the back. It's a diesel pusher. So over here, we have a nice safe and a nice hanging closet. Someone was nice enough to put maybe a little broom clips up there for you. But yeah, it's plenty of places to put stuff there for clothing, what have you. And you got a nice little drawer there too as well. Nice soft close. Of course, here's our privacy door there. Nice little pocket door out of the way. Locks itself there so it's not closing going down the road. And as I mentioned, we do have a king bed. Under this king bed, you'll see you've got a couple more chairs. And that's to help, you know, if you're going to seat some extra guests at the dinette. Here's your vacuum attachments that doesn't look like they've even been opened. We also have the air pump. This is a Sleep Number bed here. Coolest thing, a lot of people think these are a nightmare to clean, but they're not. You just pop these off and clean your mirrors when you're doing your housekeeping. It goes right back in there. We also have a 110 here, and I don't know if you can get a look, but there's these little, here, I'll open this up, maybe you can pop that in there. This little black disc right here is a port. If you have a CPAP machine, you can just drop your plumbing through there. It's really nice. You also have some panels here to turn lights on and off. But just a real nice looking mirrored and upholstered headboard. You do have windows in your slide that open, so you can get some cross breeze if you're waking up in that hot morning. Hopefully you're chasing the weather, so you're in those hot days. And then on the side you have nightstands on each side, and you do have USBs here. So if you need to plug in anything, maybe a phone or something on the side of the bed, keep it close to you. And you have a little bit of storage there. It's kind of small, but if you get a look at this tile, it's just beautiful. It's a nice porcelain tile. It's nice earth tones to match the theme of this coach. Real easy to keep clean. Over here we have another hanging closet here. It is lit, so we can see what we're doing at night. We got one over here just like it. Get a good look at that. So that hanging closet in the bathroom and these two hanging closets here, you should be able to carry whatever you need. Over here, 6-drawer underdresser. Real deep drawers, as you can see. And there's soft clothes. And when they soft close, they snug up to those styles to minimize the shaking of them. And this is your audio video cabinet. This one just still has a DVD player. This is your remote for your Sleep Number. Then of course you have your slide button here for your bed. You have your lights through the dresser and the accent lighting in here. But yeah, great there. And then we also have a double door in that matte finish to match the cabinets. And it does lock open, and it does also lock shut. There's no snaps or anything like that that you need to worry about. Coming over here, we have our traveling bath or mid bath. Kind of tight in here. I'll let them pan in here, but you do have a nice little corner. I'll let you go in there and kind of pan around. So you have some storage in there. You have this nice little, this guy here. Nice little vessel sink. Over here, place for linens. A little bit more there. And then over here is some electrical, as you can see. Some breakers for the coach. Some fuses, some extra fuses. Here's a Legend on that. You also have a fantastic fan up here. And then this whole coach has day and night shades. They are manual, but as you can see, screen day and night. And this window does open, and again, this fantastic fan opens. So nice little mid-bath. Really is nice. A lot going on in that little bathroom there. Behind you, we do have a little bit of a pantry. It's not quite as big as the 4369s that are real popular, but it'll do the job. Got the same little drawers come out that'll hold canned goods in here, corral them nice. And once you shut it, you can also lock it so nothing's gonna fly out going around those corners. This is your Whirlpool refrigerator. It is residential. There's no propane on this coach. It is still winterized. We got some ice cubes with some antifreeze in it. But nice little drawer chest freezer. It's in really nice shape. I mean, not a ding on it. Coming over to the galley. Let me get rid of this guy here. We do have cutting boards and a portable induction cooktop. If you want to go outside, cook fish or whatever you want, you can do that too. And we have a convection microwave, Whirlpool's finest. Look how big that is. You can actually bake up, you can probably cook a turkey in that guy. Over here we have our sink. It's a double undermount stainless with a really nice residential faucet. And everything in here is solid surface, so there's no laminate anywhere in here. Even the top of the dresser and the master, that's solid surface. You have all that storage there. And then there's not a little pull out here, but you do have a little scrubby thing and a little bit more storage there. And what you see here is that's the Oasis registers. They're kind of hidden all over the coach. You don't really see them unless you're looking for them. That's going to pump out that quiet heat that Oasis is going to give you. It's a lot like a baseboard heat with a boiler in an apartment building. You just get this nice radiant heat and you don't feel it. So you don't hear it, sorry, you feel it. Here we have our dinette. We still have our, again, really nice. And you see that cover out there is kind of bringing some shade in here. This thing does come out for those other chairs, but again, solid surface everywhere. It's a nice little aggregate. It's not, I mean, it looks like this could look just like something we'd have on the lot today in a new coach. Adjustable shelves in there. We've got both sides. We even got a little bit of storage down here, as you see. So we're using everything they got for you. You do have 110 on both sides, so plug it in laptops and what have you is not a problem. It is a Ventana, so it's going to have carpet on the slides, but there's not a whole lot of it exposed and it's in perfect shape. Again, this only has 8,500 miles on it, folks. This is that Newmar, that pre-owned Newmar you've been looking for. So definitely give me a call if you like it. Over here we have some storage. You'll notice there's a little bit of a height challenge here on this cabinet. And that's because this is all insulated all the way around the whole slides, and that's on every slide in the coach. So best insulation in the business. You have insulation in your attic, you have insulation in your floor. I have AC pumping, but you don't hear the compressor because it's 8 inches up on the roof. So great thing there. Here's another DVD player for this televator. Bose soundbar. A little bit more storage there. I'll show you this bed. This is really nice little. If you have company and you need to sleep a couple people, this is a nice little. It looks like it's barely ever even been pulled out. I mean, this upholstery is perfect. It really is. So this guy comes over. Little latch there, pops out. Bed's still in plastic. Pops out. And you could make that and fold it up made and you're ready to go. Pops back in and you're off and running. Now you got a living room again. You have a nice little televator over here. And when you put that down, you have a really nice view of your campsite out there. And again, it's covered by that awning out there. Oh, that AC feels good. Over here we do have recliners. A nice solid surface little top for stuff. Cup holders. Place for hide your snacks from the grandkids. I'd hide them, but I'd give them to them anyways. My grandkids mean everything to me. So anyways, we've got our books here. A little more deep storage right there. Storage right there. And again, just a lot of that opposing slide. Just a great floor plan for a little 40-footer. Over here we have this is how we kind of function with our coach here. So we have our Traveler. It's a satellite that just pops up on the roof there, finds the signal. I think that's a direct. I'll have to check. We have our awnings in and out. That's the door awning that goes right over this. So if you have your awnings out and it's raining a little bit and you want to get into your storage underneath, you can pop that awning out, get under your big awning without getting wet. So it's a great little supplement for the awning. We have security lights. We can turn our step on and off. This is our Girard awnings, the big ones, those Nova awnings that are out. This is how we run those. In fact, let's go ahead and close them. So those are coming in now. Power control system to kind of monitor what's using what. This is that Oasis. So we have our diesel burner. We can go one burner AC, or we can go two burners. We're going to turn that off because it's so nice and warm out today. Our inverter right there. And this is our panel that we're going to run our HVAC on. Turn that off. Yeah, so that's the HVAC. These are our slides for both driver side and non-driver side. So that's just kind of how you run everything. Over here we have our chassis. Beautiful chassis. This is a 400 horse diesel pusher. What you'll notice is this is all digital display. So you have, again, 8,500 miles. Everything's real easy to run here. You can kind of go through your trip. You can go home. We can go down. Steering effort. This is our comfort drive right there. We can go less effort or more effort. That's going to compensate for crowned highways, maybe a side wind. What's also nice about the comfort drive on this coach is if you're moving and you kind of off the steering wheel here a little bit, your wheels will always come back to 0%, which is really nice backing this up because you never have to wonder if your wheels are straight with this guy. We have our mirrors here. We've got our headlights here. Dome light. We have our house or battery jump. So say you left your headlights on and your chassis batteries were a little weak, you could jump the coach and start it with your house batteries because you have all those batteries down there. We do have a tag dump. I leave it on automatic. It's going to get it out of the way when you're backing up. We have an equalizer. This is our leveling system. It's one button push. You can auto level it or auto retract it. Really simple. If you need it, if you feel like it's a little off, you can always bump up a jack or bump it down because you do have them right there. Over here we have our Voyager camera. That's going to show what's going on behind us. And we have our little radio. We have a little navigation here. Little touch screen. That tells you, where you're going, and that should have the dimensions of this coach, so you shouldn't be challenged with any low-hanging bridges or anything like that. Standard HVAC like you would have in your car. We've got our front fans. This gets a little greenhousey with this big, beautiful windshield, so you can kind of get some air moving from the top down. We have our generator running. These are overhead fans. This is how we go. Oh no, this is for the fans from the heat from the coach to come through here. That's what that is. This is the fans, and this is the high, medium, low. And then we also have shades here. So if we want to maybe use it as a sun visor or get privacy, we can do that. And then we have a day one right there too. So that's what those are. You can lock that entry from sitting here. Got a little bit of storage here and here. Maybe put your keys and what have you in there. This isn't one of those gearboxes from the old days. It's got the new stock from Freightliner. You can actually, this is your engine brake. You can manually shift this way. and you go drive to reverse there. So you also have your cruise control and your phone, and here's your windshield wipers here and your blinkers. And as you see, when I have my left blinker on, I can see the left side of my blind spot. When I go right, oops, I can see the right side. You can see my slides are open and my awnings are open. So really easy there. So that's that. I appreciate you coming through. Let me see here. That's also, these do swivel, real comfortable seats. Got the nice armrests. These are Flex Steel. Flex Steel makes a beautiful seat, and they're not making them anymore, but you just can't get a more comfortable seat going down the highway. So great coach, great opportunity. My name is Dean Jones. Thanks for touring this coach. If you have any questions at all, text me at 720-347-7063 or call me at that number, or you can email me anything you have on dean.jones@transwest.com. It's been a pleasure showing you this coach, and I'll see you this Friday.